Hello boys and girls, Mrs. Cohen here. This week we are going to continue our work with retelling stories. 2 weeks ago you used a story hand to practice retelling a book that you read in your own words. This week we are going to get into more details when retelling our stories. So this week I've included a graphic organizer to help you use what we learned in the story hand to give a little bit more detail during the beginning, middle, and end of our stories. So, in the beginning of a book, that is when the characters and the setting are introduced. Towards the middle of the story, the problem is introduced. And then as we get towards the end of the story, it tells us the solution or how the problem gets solved. So this week you are going to be practicing retelling the beginning, middle, and end of a story. I'm going to have you pause the video right here so that you can go get yourself a piece of paper, any paper will do, a pair of scissors, and a pencil and marker. So boys and girls, pause right here, and when you're ready, come back and join me. Okay. Thank you for gathering your supplies. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to read you a story called The Icky, Sticky Anteater. And I'm going to show you how to set up a little booklet to help you retell the beginning, the middle, and the end of your story. Okay, so here we go. This is one of my favorites. The Icky, Sticky Anteater was written by Dawn Bentley, and the illustrator is Carly Castillion. The Icky, Sticky Anteater. Everyone knows that anteaters eat ants, right? Well, that's almost true. Almost, but not quite. There once was an anteater who didn't eat ants. He preferred things like berries, honey, and plants. His tongue was long and sticky, just like the rest, but he found just the thought of ants hard to digest. The other anteaters shook their heads in disgust. Eating ants is your job, and eat them you must. So he stuck out his tongue and wrinkled his snout, and in anticipation began searching about. As he walked through the grass, he soon found a hole. Zip! In went his tongue, and out came a mole. What's going on? Said the sleepy mole, blinking. Silly me, said the anteater. What was I thinking? He found another hole by the shore of the lake. Zip! In went his tongue, and out came a snake. No ants are in here, said the snake with a shout. Now take your sticky tongue and kindly get out. He found another hole, and quite out of habit, zip, in went his tongue, and out came a rabbit. Hey, stop that, said the rabbit, hopping mad. My mistake, said the anteater, who was growing quite sad. I can't find any ants, he said. I just can't. But the next thing he knew, on his tongue was an ant. Look, he shouted, an ant on my tongue. And around he went, showing everyone. But his happy mood changed rather quickly. The ant on his tongue was crawly and tickly. He wanted to scream and he wanted to shout. So he curled up his tongue and phoo, spit the ant out. I can't eat this ant. I can't and I shan't. I'll stick to eating berries, honey, and plants. Everyone is different. That much is true. I've got to be me and you've got to be you. The other anteaters decided it was okay if everyone did things in their own special way. They had a big party that very night with honey, berries, and not an ant in sight. So that was the story that I chose to practice doing my retelling of the beginning, middle, and end of the story. So now here's where your turn comes. We're gonna make a booklet for us to use to help retell the beginning, middle, and end of the story. On the kindergarten flexible learning plan, I did include a link that you can print out. If you'd like to use the one from the website, you would simply print it out and cut on the dotted lines almost to the top. Please don't cut all the way through or you'll cut your booklet apart. You're gonna cut again almost to the top and then stop. This is the booklet that is found online that you can certainly print out and use. But if you don't have a printer at home, it's really easy to make one of these on your own. So what you're going to do, you're going to take your piece of paper and fold it in half. And then with your scissors, you want to cut just like I did, almost to the top. And then you're going to cut it again, almost to the top, so that you have 1, 2, 3 sections. In section number 1, you're going to put the letter B. The B stands for the beginning of the story. In the middle section, you will put the letter M, which stands for the middle of the story. And for the last box, you will put an E, which stands for the ending. So boys and girls, today what I would like you to do is I would like you to create your own beginning, middle, and ending booklet. You can do so with a piece of paper and a marker, or you can print it from the Kindergarten Flexible Learning Plan website. Tomorrow, I am going to have you choose a book of your own. If you have a book at home that you're already thinking about and you would like to use, you can go ahead and grab it for tomorrow's lesson. If not, first thing tomorrow, I'm going to show you how to get onto your Clever account so that you can access Mayan and select a story from there. Okay, so for today, boys and girls, I'd like you to create that booklet and be ready to start retelling the story tomorrow. Nice to see you. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.